If you're a teacher that has a Google Forms for students to submit their work, maybe something that looks like this, you can have it go into a spreadsheet for students to submit their work, and you would have something that looks a little bit like this. Now, you might be wondering, who are the students that did not submit their work? And so if I have, for example, in sheet 2, here's the list of all my students. I'm lucky I have a class of 4 students. So however length this class is, you might be wondering, oh, I wonder who hasn't done. So instead of checking manually who hasn't submitted their work, we're going to learn in this video how ChatGPT can help us create an app script to do that for us. So here I have the prompt. So can you write a Google app script that checks that all the string values in column A, sheet 1 correspond to list of strings contained in column A, sheet 2. If all these values are found in whatever order, the script will return a string everyone submitted. If not, all the values are found, the script will return a list of the missing names. So that's what I wrote, and here's what it's given me. So I'm going to copy the code that it's given me and basically just follow the instructions that are there. So open your Google Sheet. All right, I have opened my Google Sheets. Click on Extensions in the menu bar. So I'm going to do that. Go to App Script and click Open. So I'm going to do that as well. So Extensions, App Script, click on here, and there it is. And the next step was to delete any code that was there. So I'm going to delete the code that is here. Go back and see what ChatGPT told me to do. All right, so copy the code, save the script, close the editor, and go back to the spreadsheet. So I'm going to do all those. Copy the code, paste it. It didn't tell me to give it a title, but I'm going to give it a title. Homework submission check or something like that. And then I'm going to save. So saving, I'm assuming, is this thing here. So I'm going to click Save Project. And then it asked me to close it. So I'm going to close it. I can see that the name of the function that I have to call is this. So I might just copy it for later. I think I'll probably have to use that. So let me close this as it asked me to. Back to ChatGPT. In a cell where you want the result to appear, enter the following formula. Okay, that's what I had copied and pasted. So I just have to click equal in front of it. Press enter to run the script, and the results will be displayed. So let's see. So I'm in my spreadsheet here. I have actually 2 tabs. This is the form responses, and this was another tab with the entire class list. So I'm going to choose to do it in this one, and I guess I could put it anywhere. I'm predicting that this is, by default, it's called form responses 1. I'm predicting that I'm going to have to change this to sheet 1, but I just want to run the script because that's what ChatGPT told me to do. So I'm going to press start with equal, check submissions, press enter, it's loading, and then it says there's an error. So I'm just going to do my prediction, which was to pick sheet 1 here. So as you can see in my prompt, I had asked I had called it sheet 1 and sheet 2, so I just changed the name of this one. Let's see what happens now if I run. So if I click here, equal check submissions, whoops, it gave me some weird stuff going on here. And if I look at it, well, that makes sense because I made a mistake. In column A, I was supposed to have the names. So, I mean, I could change the code, or for now, just for the purposes of this video, I'm going to put, let's pretend, I'm just going to swap these 2. So I'm going to click here. Okay, so now let's see. Should I type this again? Whoops. If I do this again, check submissions, enter. I am wondering now if automatically it didn't change it in the code. Let's go see what's happening in the app script. Extension, app script. Here it is. So I don't understand all this code, but I can see sheet 1, sheet 2. So I was writing that hypothesis here. And then the other thing I know is, like, here it's telling me column A. So that then here as well, for one for sheet 1 and one for sheet 2. Honestly, I don't understand everything that's happening here, but I can understand that. So let's see. It should work. I'm going to click run and see. And I think maybe that would have been it. So I'm going to click on review permissions. I'm going to give it permission to run. Often it'll give you that scary looking thing. I'm going to go to advanced and I'd go again and safe. I want to allow it. Basically, it's just telling me I want you allowed to execute this. Okay, so now let's go back and do it. So I ran it, which ChatGPT didn't tell me to do, but I think that's what the problem was. Let's delete this here. I'm just going to delete this and start over. Oh, maybe I'll, okay. It was, whoops, it was, check, I forgot now. checkSubmissions. Whoops, I just want, so to call the function, when you call the function, you just give it the name. And if it needs parameters, you give it the parameters, but in this case it didn't. So I'm going to say equals checkSubmissions. Okay, so this is telling me who submitted, but that's not what I want. So basically this is how it works with ChatGPT wanting to write an app script. You might get something you like. At least I have some code to start with. I'm going to, instead of trying to tweak this code, because I'm not that knowledgeable in this JavaScript, I'm going to go and ask ChatGPT to correct itself. All right, so let me see. I'm telling it this is giving me the entire list in sheet 1. What I actually want is this. I like to say please to ChatGPT. So let's see what happens. It seems to be giving me different code. And let's see. Okay, so it said apologies for the confusion. I'm going to go and see if this one worked. So now I'm going to paste this here and save. I don't know if I had to press run. I'm going to do it. And then we're going to go here. Oh, it gave me all the names. Not what I wanted. It seems, let me just call it again to make sure, equals to, I already forgot the name, checkSubmissions. So equal checkSubmissions. And it's loading, and here it is. So again, wrong thing. I'm going to prompt ChatGPT again. Getting mad now at ChatGPT, so I'm going to use capital letters. Okay, let's see what happens. Okay, I tried it with the video on pause and it didn't work. So I'm trying a new thing. I'm giving it a case example. So for example, in column A, sheet 1, I have the strings Annie, Bob, and etc. So I just gave it what I want, and let's see this time. All right, so at the end of the day, that one didn't work. I tried this one now, still not working. I want to see only the ones, blah, 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 and it worked. So I'm going to share all this, this script that did work. I'm going to share this code in the video description. So this code seems to work. So I'm going to copy the code and I'm going to go to my sheet. Just again, extension, app script. I'm going to, I'm going to replace what was there with this one. I'm going to say run again this time. And then I'm going to go into my spreadsheet. I can go, so here Annie and Bob have submitted their assignments, but actually I have these 4 students in my class, so I want to know who did not submit. So I'm going to call checkSubmissions, and there we have it. So here, Julian Sunder, you did not submit your homework. And that's it. So there you go.